What are you doing?
Starting planting.
Why?
Because this bed is huge. It's going to take forever to do all this work.
We don't even have beds built yet.
Yeah, well, if I don't start now, we're never going to get done.
I can go all the way down this entire garden and back in like less than 30 seconds.
How?
Hey, welcome back everybody. So we've been talking about some big changes in both in the way we garden, as far as like the bed layout. You've seen a brief kind of review of our garden plan for 2020, and this is one of the two bigger changes that we've made. That we're going to be using this year. It's the Jang JP1 Precision Seeder, and as you saw there, it moves a lot faster than hand seeding.
Yeah, definitely.
So, now it doesn't work for everything, but for what we're going to use it for, it's going to speed up the process a lot. So we can go up and down this garden rather rapidly. Once the bed's prepped, we don't have to do anything else before planting. We don't have to come in and dig furrows to seed in or nothing. It does it all. It cuts the row, drops the seed at the specific depth, spacing, and then covers it back up and tamps it down, and you're good to go. So we'll be able to go up and down these rows and put the 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide in a 30-inch bed real quickly once everything's set up. And
much more efficiently without having to come back and thin out.
Yeah, we won't have to spend time thinning. It's good about not missing seed. Once you choose different, it has different rollers. I didn't bring them out here, based on the seed size and spacing. It also has a geared, the chain drive with the different sprockets. You can change out to change your spacing between seeds in the row. So it has a lot of flexibility, and you can plant basically anything with it. So the value to us is going to be planting quickly, right? Because we're going to turn some of these beds over every few weeks.
Right.
Also, to not have to spend time thinning.
Yes.
We'll space everything out just like we want it, so we can come in and cultivate between the rows. It makes that more standardized, uniform, and a lot faster. It makes a lot of stuff a one-person job that, to get it done in the time frame we have available, would take 2 or 3 people. We're not going to spend a whole morning planting a couple of beds.
Right, which we have in the past, which with smaller space, it's not that big of a deal. But
and you're also, it's a lot of those little bitty seeds like carrots and radishes, things like that. It's real finicky, and there's a lot of different ways to do it with the little tap seeders and drop seeders and all that. But it's not a cheap thing. It's not the right tool for everybody. But we just wanted to talk about why we're using that this year and get us towards our goal of nearly 100% of our food, because it's going to be a very busy year for us, and anywhere that we can speed up the process and make it more efficient and less stressful, it's going to pay tenfold on that. So this is one change. We've got more coming.
We do.
Right? So there'll be a little bit of a learning curve with it. It is a machine, right? It's human powered, but it is a machine. So kind of learning how it interacts with our ground,
how to set it up for each seed.
Yeah, how to set it up, and it'll get to be where it's pretty quick to do. It doesn't take long now. It just takes a few minutes to set it up, but just and kind of getting our process down to where when we come out here, we know what we're going to be doing, or we maybe already have it set up the night before, or things we're not wasting time out here when we're trying to get those things done. So again, it's the Jang JP1 And its value for us is all about time saving. You know, we're not market gardeners where we're not doing hundreds and hundreds of feet of row every time. You know, each one of these beds is 50 foot. But when you got to go up and down it 4 or 5 times,
Right.
when you're doing that by hand, not only the wasted seed because you overseed or you could underseed, you know, your time, if you put a value, a dollar value on your time, you know, how many hours do you need to spend seeding before this thing basically pays for itself, that you could be doing something that is actually value added and you could be making money off of. So that's why we bought it. I don't think it's a tool for every home gardener.
Probably not. You even had to talk me into it because I wasn't sure that it was really worth it for us.
We've talked about it a few times,
Yeah.
but when we started actually sitting down and talking about numbers about, okay, how long will it take one person to seed an entire 50-foot bed 5 rows wide with something, or even just 2 or 3 rows wide.
Right.
So I think it's going to be pretty good for us. We got it now. It's going to work.
Yeah, it's got to.
You see, it works. It works really well.
It did. It was easy to use. Really easy.
Yeah. And I'm sure as we possibly expand things in the future, you know, we'll always have this, right? So if we decide to scale things up, we've already got it. So and there's a seed roller made for everything, so we could plant anything and everything.
Right.
And they've actually come out with a new attachment here. It's a double disc, so even on no-till areas or things where you don't prep the bed quite this much, it'll still come in and cut through all that debris. So we could lay seed in places that we don't even have ready quite like this garden. So there's a lot of options with it. So this is Jang JP1. We bought it from. They're made in Japan and imported, but we bought it domestically. So they're out there. You can get them from Johnny Seed and all kinds of places. Paper Pot Company. There's a few places. So if you are interested in it, there's a lot of places to get it. So I know it's still too early to plant out here.
Yeah, it is. It's not time.
So you need to go get all those carrot seeds up, because I don't want to waste any seed.
Nope. I'm not trying to dig for carrot seeds.
What we won't do to show you all how this thing works. So you used my carrot seed. I won't have to get some more. So we're just going to cover crop, I guess, when we start working on these
Seed
beds.
is not so expensive that I'm going to go dig for it.
I don't know if you can find them.
No.
So I know we've kind of built this up, and again, it's just one of the things that we're kind of big things coming up. So there's more.
There's more.
If you can believe that. And I'm
This
not
year
even.
is full of changes.
I don't even think this isn't even the biggest thing.
No.
I mean, this is a big thing, but this isn't even the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So be sure and come back and watch for more videos, because there's more big changes coming to the homestead.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, appreciate y'all hanging out with us again, and I guess we'll see you next time, right?
Right?
All right. Bye.
Bye.